Avizalon is one of the hottest stocks on the TSX. In fact, it's risen more than 180% in the past 12 months after winning the Cantech Letter Award as Canada's Tech Stock of the Year. We're joined from the TSX by CEO Alexander Fernandez for a look at how the maker of HD surveillance equipment plans to maintain its rapid growth. Alexander, great to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the award. It's all about growth right now, and let's talk about the pace of growth and whether you can maintain it through 2013.
Yes, absolutely. The market that we're in is a very large and rapidly growing market. It's projected to be more than $30 billion by 2016.
So big. What is the size of it right now? Sorry.
Well, the current estimates put it at around 15 billion or so.
So a doubling over the next 2 or 3 years. I always like to get a sense of who you're competing with in a fast-growing market. There are always opportunities for a lot of entrants. Tell us about your competition and what stacks you up against them.
Well, it's a very, very fragmented market, and there is at this time no single market share leader. So it's the two largest companies have less than 5% market share. So it's a bit of a land grab right now. Really, to a large extent, we're competing with old technology, analog. We're just now hitting the crossover where digital technology is just finally starting to overtake analog. So I would say that's probably the biggest competition, is really getting people off the analog and into the digital world.
Well, what's different about your HD surveillance equipment? If you were to walk into a potential client and there's 3 different types, what sets you apart?
Well, there's a number of things, but fundamentally, we're the first to have designed from the ground up, end-to-end system designed specifically for HD, from the camera all the way back to the software, the video management software. Also, it's the breadth of our product range. We have a very broad range of product to suit both small and large deployments, and in between, medium-sized deployments.
I remember speaking with you about a year ago, Alexander. I think it was a year, maybe a little bit longer, and talking about the whole kind of big brother aspect of all of this. Tell us a little bit about where your products are sold, who's buying them both in North America and internationally.
Yeah, video surveillance is really a tool, and when it's used properly for its intended use, it's really meant to protect people's assets and increase public safety. And that's really the intended use of surveillance. And it's used in a broad range of areas. So there are many, many verticals. I won't name them all, but there's about a dozen verticals. It's everything from hospitals to airports, casinos, retail shops, things of that nature, critical infrastructure like watersheds, nuclear power plants, petrochemical plants, things of that nature.
It strikes me that this is the kind of product that you can sell to mom and pop, but you can also sell to big organizations. I know you mentioned hospitals, so a whole hospital chain maybe in the United States, or a whole retailing chain. Is that the kind of client that you're targeting?
Absolutely. We sell around the world. We're a global company. In fact, more than half of our sales come from outside of the U.S. or North America. And we sell in all continents. We sell in all verticals. We get sales orders that are sometimes only $500, single camera with a single software license. And we have multi-million-dollar sales orders for very, very large deployments and everything in between. So it's really, it's a very diverse market.
Third quarter revenue up 69%. Can you give us some idea of what your expectations are fourth quarter and going forward? What kind of targets are you putting on the staff for 2013?
Right. Well, the fourth quarter is, for us, the numbers haven't been tallied yet, and so those numbers aren't public. But what I can tell you is, analysts have projected a very strong finish for us, and certainly our goals, our corporate goals, haven't changed from our IPO, which our goal is to get as a company to $500 million in revenue by 2016. And we finished the third quarter essentially at a $100 million run rate. And we are certainly on a trajectory that can lead us to $500 million by 2016.
That kind of growth suggests a need for capital. Is there a need for capital in the company? The balance sheet looks pretty good right at the moment. What will your financing needs be?
Well, we're fully financed for the time being. The use of proceeds, we're profitable, have been since 2008. So we are, as you pointed out, we have a very strong balance sheet, starting with the IPO, and then also did more recently in September another financing around 26 million or so. So for the time being, we're fully financed. We have a good safety cushion and a healthy balance sheet. So working capital is very strong right now for us.
There are 7 buys, no holds, no sells on the street in terms of the analytical community. The stock's been on fire, as we were just indicating. What goes wrong, or what do you worry about?
Yeah, I think the question is, what keeps you up at night? And I often answer the neighbor's dog. But,
well, you get a camera for that.
Exactly. No. But seriously, it's keeping our eye on the ball, so to speak. So really, what I mean by that is we have a proven plan, which we outlined at our IPO. We executed that in 2012, and we're going to continue doing that in 2013 and beyond. And that plan is really is 3 things. It's expanding our global sales force to penetrate new markets and get deeper coverage in existing markets. Number 2, increase brand awareness through expanded marketing initiatives. And thirdly is accelerate innovation by growing our engineering and product development team. And those are 3 things that have led to our success, and we're going to continue doing those things going forward.
All right, Alexander, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
That's Alexander Fernandez, President and CEO of Vigilon. He joined us from the TSX.